Hi, it's Emma with Polly's Papercrafts, and I have got another sketch out video for you today with Claudia Van R. And the sketch you can see, or you did see on the screen just there, is the one we're using today, and Claudia chose that one. And it's actually from the lovely Laura R. I will link to her YouTube channel below, and she created it for Light Forever's Sunday Sketched, but it was shared in quite a few Sunday Sketch challenge rather. But it was shared in quite a few of the Facebook groups, and Claudia saw it and she, really liked it, and that's what she wanted to use. So that is what we have done. So you can see just there that I have shown you the products that I'm using. So I'm combining a couple of Light Forever kits that I've got. I'm combining the May and the June kit. So I'm using some of the illustrated faith papers along with some, I think I've got some fancy free Paige Evans papers in there a little bit later. And you might have seen on the screen, and I will put it up again now, that I rotated the sketch. I really like the sketch that Laura did, and it's like a white background with a sort of diagonal slash, I suppose, going across the page, and I really liked that. And the original was going from left to right, so it starts off with a big opening in the top left coming narrow down to the right, and it really like that I'm showing on the screen there, and I really like that. But I was looking at the image on my screen and thought, oh, I wonder what it would look like if I rotated it. So I did, and I really liked it. So it's still working with the sketch, but changing it up just a little bit. So I've just put the sketch back on the screen just so you can see where Laura had designed lots of splatters. So in the July Like Forever kit, we got a Mr. Huey's double yellow ink spray, and I was just using that to splatter, and you saw me get out my craft mat there as well. I was about to start splattering without putting my craft mat down, and I had a bit of a disaster with that when I first got the spray. I thought I would be okay just sort of flicking away like I am with my Heidi Shine and thinking it'll just wipe straight off my table, but no, I had big yellow smears all over my table. But a combination of baby wipes and nail varnish remover, and we were good. Uh, I managed to get it off, and my table is back to being white rather than a big smear of yellow. So I'm using a black and white photo of me. I wanted to use the black and white just so then I could use all the colour. So the illustrated faith paper that I've used in the background is sort of a pale pink background with bold pink, yellow and orange flowers on it. And although it's not, I was never going to use that paper as a whole background because it's just far too busy for me. But I really like this, the way it works with this sketch, because you've got a little bit peeking through without it being too overwhelming. But because that is an awful lot of colour, I know with a lot of white around it, but because it's an awful lot of colour, I didn't want a coloured photo sort of competing with that. So I chose to use a black and white photo. So what have I done? I have layered my photo up on a piece of my DIY stamped background that's from my Felicity Jane Sue's Fish inspired layout, a piece of Fancy Free, I think it was one of the cut parts, and a piece of solid yellow cardstock, because I just wanted a bit more of that yellow. I just wanted it to pick up on the flowers in that illustrated faith paper and just make it really jump out. If you're interested in that illustrated faith paper, by the way, it is called Tiny Floral, and it's from the She Blooms collection, and it's really pretty. But yeah, I couldn't use that as a whole background, but I really love the way this layout turned out. So I had put my Simple Stories ephemera into, I think it's Carpe Diem Simple Stories Bits and Pieces ephemera pack, and I tipped those into my little pot, and I was just flicking through to see what was what would fit, and I've pulled out a few pieces. I was trying to make it fit in that bottom corner just there, a piece that said happily ever after, because this is a photo of me reading, and I read a lot, I love to read, but my friend always takes the mick out of me because I read chick lit. Like, I don't have an awful lot of time during term time to read, so when I do pick up a book, I want an easy read. I know they always end happily, I know the guy always gets the girl, or the girl always gets the guy, but I just, that's me. I don't want one that I'm going to have to think about, or that's going to make me cry, or, you know, I just want an easy read. So yeah, I was trying to make the happily ever after work, but I didn't like the way it looked in that bottom corner, and I didn't want it up with my photo. So I abandoned that. I'll use that on another layout. Maybe I'll tell that story with a different photo. So the pieces that I have used is I've layered a pink frame that's also from Simple Stories Carpe Diem, and a arrow that says real life, and then a black piece just underneath my photo that says hello weekend. And I really like the way the black piece sort of anchors the photo, because obviously the photo is black and white as well. It kind of complements. And I'm using some yellow alphas, and I think they're Simple Stories too. No, they are Bella Boulevard, and they are tiny text. It's from the sheet that is called Bold and Beautiful Tiny Text, and I used the yellow alpha just to spell out bookworm. So it's hello weekend and then bookworm. And then the sketch says to do journaling down the side of the sort of opening. So just put during term time, when the weekend rolls around, there's nothing better than a good book, which is true. I'm really looking forward to the summer holiday because I'll be able to read. I need some good books actually, so if you've got any recommendations of ones that aren't going to make me cry, then leave them in the comments below, because I need some new ones. But failing that, I'll just reread Harry Potter. So I'm going to leave you with some close-ups. Be sure to go and check out Claudia's video. I'll leave the links to that below as well. She's amazing, and I'm sure she's had a completely different take on the sketch, and it always amazes me how we can take exactly the same sketch and come out with two completely different layouts, but there you go. I'm going to show you the sketch and my layout side by side. There you go. That is the rotated version of the sketch, not the original, but I think I stuck quite nicely with the sketch actually on this one. And yes, so go and check out Claudia. If you haven't already subscribed, then please do. And I would love to hear your comments, especially your book recommendations. So until next time, guys, bye.